few months ago, I decided to step back and reflect on my career and get clear on how I wanted the rest of my marketing journey to unfold. Because of my passion to help other B2B marketers, I decided to leave my role at Celebrite and accept a new position as CMO of an organization that I was a two-time client of in the past, 2X, a global B2B marketing managed services company. I took on this role for a couple of reasons. First, it's an opportunity to build and scale a marketing function from the ground up. This excites me because in all of my previous CMO roles, I was tasked with fixing, restructuring, and transforming large, established, bloated, disjointed global marketing organizations that had been treated like activity-based cost centers. I was expected to basically unwind all of my predecessors' decisions and then rebuild it in such a way that it would become a high-performing growth engine. Now I get to build and scale a marketing function from scratch that can compete in what I think will be an AI-powered future. And I get to do it for an organization that solves real challenges for CMOs. And to me, that feels like all the holidays of the year rolled into one. Why? Well, because I have spent more than 24 years of helping marketers achieve more with less. I've seen firsthand that we're all stuck in this growth trap, being asked to deliver more results, greater impact, and achieve more, but somehow with fewer resources. And while everyone talks about doing more with less, very few know exactly how to do that or have any real world experience in making that happen. And the pressure on marketers right now is very real, especially as organizations are being pressured to shift from this growth at all costs to driving sustainable growth. And while many see nothing around them but limitations that keep them from doing their best marketing work, I see it as a perfect opportunity to rethink and reimagine and rebuild what marketing should look like, rebuild a next gen marketing function. And that's why you're here on the Limitless CMO channel. This space is designed specifically for B2B marketers that want to break free from outdated playbooks and shape entirely new paths to success. I created the channel because I've seen and experienced firsthand that traditional marketing approaches don't cut it anymore, and they certainly won't work in the future. We are in the midst of a perfect storm. Surveys report that B2B marketing leaders are expecting flat or slightly increasing budgets as they head into 2025. And many of those leaders admit that most of their budget dollars are committed to people, technology, and high-cost events, leaving very little for digital and content. And as we face unimaginable disruption driven by AI advancements, now is not the time to underfund and underinvest in lower cost channels. And it's not even just about AI powered competitors. It's our own leadership team, CEOs and boards asking, what are we doing to adopt AI and how are we using AI to transform the way we work? Not incremental improvements, but fundamentally transform the way we work so that we can scale with the needs of the business without needing more headcount. We are under pressure to dramatically improve our productivity, despite the fact that very few organizations have invested in training or even provide us access to the smartest language models that make the most sense for marketers. And for any of you that might have recently dealt with their organizations, shifting them away from something like ChatGPT or Claude and asking them to focus and rely only on Microsoft Copilot, you know that not all Gen AI platforms are designed to support the needs of marketers. And this is all happening while we're wrestling with what we now find ourselves in is called the trust recession, where our target audiences are tired of being bombarded with self-serving, weak marketing messages. And we're just now starting to see this mass influx of content being produced thanks to the help of generative AI. And on top of all of this, as if that weren't enough, we're managing very large, complex global marketing teams that can't seem to keep up with the needs of the business. Yet somehow we're not able to add more headcount to our team. We can't keep scaling this way. And it feels like we're at a breaking point. But truthfully, I don't think that these are roadblocks. I don't see them as constraints or limitations. They're your opportunity to align your organization, your CEO, your CFO, your board, your peers on rethinking what marketing should look like how it should work, what it should focus its time, energy, resources, and dollars on. Let me tell you a quick story to illustrate this point. Back in September of 2019, I had accepted a new role as the head of marketing for a tech firm that was looking to reposition itself from this product-centric, engineering-led organization to a market-led solutions provider. And in doing that, drive changes to the business that would candidly make the financial model of this organization more attractive to investors. This meant making significant reductions in personnel and reallocating our resources, all while doing our best to ensure that the team itself could keep up with the evolving needs of this business as it transformed from this hardware provider to a solutions provider, a software solutions provider. It was really difficult, but rather than seeing all of these constraints and reduction in resources as setbacks, we all viewed it as an opportunity to kind of reset the way that the business viewed marketing and marketing's role in the business, and gained cross-functional support to stop doing all of the low impact activities that we had been doing along the way. And we completely transformed marketing from this bloated, disjointed cost center to a high performing, agile, and scalable growth engine for the business. Let me just share with you the results of that transformation, because they were quite remarkable. So remarkable that the results earned Forrester's 2018 Return on Integration Award. We set targets for, how we would improve brand loyalty, employee engagement, improve conversion rates, accelerate sales velocity, so that we could drive more revenue impact and dramatically improve our return on marketing investment, meaning that the organization could get significantly more from its investments in marketing than it ever had before. And you'll see that on the right, these were the results after 2 years of this transformative work. We were able to dramatically reduce the spend by nearly 50%. But through that reduction, we increased program spend by 54% and invested it in such a way that improved brand loyalty, it improved employee engagement. We dramatically increased conversion rates from lead to close one sale. We significantly accelerated the sales velocity from when a lead was generated until it resulted in a sale, as well as doubled our impact on revenue. All of this combined led from, a return on investment that was just less than $3 for every dollar invested in marketing to more than $13 for every dollar invested in marketing. You should see this as just one data point proving that it is in fact possible to use a crisis to hit the reset button on marketing and turn constraints into advantages. And so here on the Limitless CMO, you're going to learn how to do the same. I'm not here to talk theory. I'm here to show you real life, practical, data-driven strategies that work in the real world. My approach is built on the revenue ramp framework. It's a methodology that I had developed through the years when I was a CMO advisor and marketing strategist on the agency side before moving into a CMO role on the brand side. I developed this methodology to help B2B organizations transform marketing functions from cost centers into revenue drivers for their company. And this methodology focuses on building a revenue ramp for the company through 4 key phases. The first phase is really just reviewing and assessing your current marketing and sales processes. The second is aligning marketing and sales around shared goals, objectives, terminology. The third phase is mobilizing both marketing and sales with the right tools and tactics in order to go and capture the demand that had been created by the brand and the investments that had been made in the past. And the fourth is really about how to propel the organization forward through scalable programmatic strategies. And so if you'd like to learn more about the revenue ramp and that methodology, I strongly suggest you check out my book on Amazon called The Revenue Ramp, or on my personal website at demandaccelerated.com. This video is meant to share with you what you can expect from this channel. And through this channel, I plan on providing you with 3 types of content. The first is smart and helpful content. So these will be step-by-step guides and tutorials on how to tackle specific marketing challenges in a very tactical, hands-on way, whether it's using AI as your personal always-on strategist, or leveraging analytics to make smarter decisions, or how to build a high-impact, low-cost thought leadership strategy. These videos are meant to just give you actionable insights that you can implement right away. The second form of content is what I call hub content. And these will be regular videos that focus on, as a leader, how to navigate the shift from a growth at all costs organization to an organization that's focused on sustainable growth. And for a marketer, this means, how do you align the way that you manage marketing like a business in a way that feels connected to the financial realities of your company. This could also include how to educate your team on how to harness the power of AI to transform your workflows. It could also be the latest and greatest strategies for how to create competitive advantage, or bring a new offering to market, enter a new market. This form of content is meant to help you think, act, and invest differently in a way that aligns marketing's efforts with business goals and priorities. The third is what I call hero content. And this will be really deep dive case studies on, how to transform marketing. These are real life examples of marketing transformations. In some cases, I might share with you the details of how I transformed a marketing organization, either as a CMO or those organizations that I helped transform when I was a CMO advisor. And so, for example, in the next video, I will share details on that case study I just shared the results to, specific steps that I took over that year and a half, 2 years, to fundamentally transform marketing's role in the organization and drive greater impact. I will also cover the strategies that we used to increase program spend, create operational leverage in the function. There'll be specific strategies for how to capture more demand and convert that demand into real opportunities in the pipeline, all while operating on half the budget. But this channel isn't just about content. It's meant to bring together a community of forward-thinking marketing leaders who really are ready to redefine what marketing should look like, particularly in this disruptive age. I really want to help the marketing leaders that not only are ready to embrace AI, but they're really excited about the future it brings. These are leaders that don't measure their personal success or the success of their team by the size of the budget that they manage or by the size of the team, but by their ability to drive meaningful impact and prove it. You're looking for innovative, creative strategies and open to learning from some pretty unconventional success stories. For example, entrepreneurs and startup founders that are achieving scale, agility, and driving the kind of impact that only large global organizations could dream of, right? These entrepreneurs, these founders, these startup founders know how to leverage all of their assets in a really smart way. They're intentional about how they grow their audience and then building trust with that audience. They're intentional about how they monetize all of their assets. These smart leaders believe speed to market can create competitive advantage. They have really dominated and proven that personality-led content strategies beat large brand communication strategies day in, day out. And because I've always believed in practicing what I preach, as I build the marketing function for 2X, I'm committed to building it in public. I want to share the real life experience of what it's like to create a next gen marketing organization that's part of a maniacally aligned go to market engine that is AI first, leverages our own strategic outsourcing model, is viewed as fiscally responsible and accountable to financial metrics, doesn't measure its value by the size of the team or by the budget that we're managing as a percentage of the company's revenue. I'll take you on the journey with me, filming updates every week on what it's like to build and scale a marketing organization from scratch. turning these historically perceived constraints into competitive advantages. And let's not forget that I'm leading marketing for a large organization of marketers, more than 1,000 around the world, by the way, that solves challenges for other marketers. And this channel is not just about me and my experiences. It's not about me talking at you. I would love this to be a two-way conversation. I would love to have live sessions with you, conduct Q&A, and have opportunities to feature you, our viewers, and those success stories that you've seen and on this channel. We'll have live sessions and Q&As and opportunities to feature you, our viewers, on this channel to share your success stories. I believe that together we can build a community that learns from each other, challenges each other, pushes the boundary of what's possible. So, what's next? If you're ready to disrupt yourself and the way that your team is working so that you can scale marketing without adding more in-house marketers, taking on more B2B agencies to execute on more disjointed, disparate projects, or begging for more budget, make sure to hit the subscribe button for future videos. Some of my next videos will include the case study I just referenced a few minutes ago, as well as really cool tricks on how to use AI as your personal strategist. For example, one of my next videos is how to conduct mock focus groups in minutes at no cost and no hassle using AI so that you can validate your messaging and positioning even while everyone's asleep. Okay. Thank you for your time and have an unforgettable week.